Hey guys, it's Jose again. I made my first video a few weeks back, but I thought with this video I would focus a little more on things that I'm listening to and things that I like and things that I kind of sort of want to check out. And the first person I want to mention is Paloma Faith. Paloma Faith is a British singer. She's been around for a few years now. I think her debut record came out in 2009. She is about to release a new record here in the US on Tuesday called A Perfect Contradiction. And she worked with a slew of big name producers on it, Pharrell Williams and Raphael Sadiq. And I have listened to the record, and I also managed to catch a show. She's currently touring in the US of hers here in New York at Highline Ballroom this past Friday, so a little over a week ago. Um, and she's amazing. I mean, I've been a fan of hers since her debut record came out. I do tend to listen to a lot of music that emerges out of the UK, and I remember listening to her record, her first album, and thoroughly loving it. And she sort of positioned herself in sort of a niche position as one of these uh, female British singers that sort of sing soulful pop in the vein of like Adele or Amy Winehouse, Jessie Ware, Duffy. But I feel with this record, she is sort of shifting directions a bit, and you can still hear those elements within the record, but she's sort of experimenting with other sounds, something similar in the vein to very like early Motown's Stackhouse recording tracks. The first single off the album, which was released globally but not here in the US, I Can't Rely on You, was written and produced by Pharrell Williams. And it's just a great song with great amounts of energy. But I think the two songs that I like the most off the record, I haven't listened to the complete record, I've only listened to what's available on Spotify right now, is the sort of ballad written by Diane Warren, Only Love Can Hurt Like This, which most people know Diane Warren and Diane Warren's music through artists like Celine Dion, Toni Braxton, Taylor Dayne, Aerosmith, and countless others. Diane Warren has written some of the best pop songs of the past 50 or 60 years. The song "Only Love Can Hurt Like This," which is, I believe, the lead single that she's using to promote the record here in the U.S., is a great track. It's very sort of reminiscent and sort of like an ode to the whole Phil Spector wall of sound sort of era. It sounds like something that the Ronettes or the Crystals would have recorded way back in the 1960s. And then the other song, "Trouble with My Baby," is just there's a "Take Me" as well. Sounds sort of like they remind me a lot of Linda Lydell, which not many people know who Linda Lydell is, but she's a a white female Stackhouse recording singer, very famous for singing the song "What a Man," which was later covered and sampled in the '90s by Salt and Pepper and En Vogue. And honestly, I think that this record is probably the record that maybe will push Paloma to the forefront. I feel like there are a lot of good tracks on it that could definitely get radio airplay. And we'll see how that goes. The second is a record that came out a week and a half or so ago, and that's the new Jennifer Hudson record, which is brilliant. I haven't stopped listening to this record since I heard it. It's sort of a very different shift in sound, I think, for her. She's worked with a lot of different producers on it as well. Pharrell again, Timbaland, and R. Kelly. And, Jennifer Hudson has had what I would think a very successful career in movies, basically winning an Oscar for her role in Dreamgirls and sort of catapulting herself into becoming a really great film actress. It's funny though because she started off as a singer, wanting to be a singer, and this is her third record. Her first two records did very well, very respectable, and they were very good. But I sort of like this record more because for me, she is going, I feel like, in a different direction that's not maybe sort of conventional into the sort of pop that we hear nowadays. The record sort of is very it sort of mines the sounds of like maybe Evelyn Champagne King or Jody Watley, sort of these early 80s R&B, but sort of very danceable R&B. So it's something that you could definitely hear being played in a club. and I kind of sort of like that aspect of the record. Um, and yeah, those are the two things that I've definitely been listening to and investigating and really liking right now. Um, in terms of live shows that I really want to go see, there are a couple of things that I have in my pipeline. I just recently found out Stevie Wonder will be performing Songs in the Key of Life in its entirety in Madison Square Garden in November. Regrettably, the show is sold out, so I'm trying to finagle a way as to trying to get in. And then this coming Monday and Tuesday, so tomorrow and the next day, Fleetwood Mac have now fully reunited with all 5 original members from their essentially from their late 70s lineup. Fleetwood Mac had many incarnations before obtaining real success with Lindsey Buckingham, Stevie Nicks, Kristen McVie, Mick Fleetwood, and John McVie. Christine McVie has not toured with the group since 1998 when they reunited for The Dance. And this time around, she has decided to join the band, and I'm really trying to finagle a way into the show, into either of the shows. I saw Fleetwood Mac last year. Them being probably one of my absolute favorite bands. I have, if not all their records, practically all their records on vinyl or on digital format, and I'm dying to see them on tour and sort of perform with Kristen McVie and hear songs like "Say You Love Me" and "Little Lies," and just a lot of the songs that Kristen McVie has written and sort of performs on, but they haven't been able to perform for many years because she has not been touring with the group. So I think those are the kind of cool things that people should be checking out and listening to, and hopefully this will be one of a series of videos that I can submit to you guys and sort of talk about cool stuff going on in music. All right, catch you later.